Here's a stat that should make every retailer a little uncomfortable. A single change to your store's audio environment, one that costs almost nothing, has been shown to increase daily gross sales by 38%. And the wildest part is not a single customer noticed what was happening. That number comes from the very first controlled experiment on music in retail. Published in the Journal of Marketing back in 1982, researchers ran a 2-month study in a supermarket, alternating days of slow tempo background music, fast tempo music, and no music at all. The results were subtle. Slow music days averaged $16,740 in daily sales, fast music $12,113. That's a $4,627 per day gap. And when 216 shoppers were surveyed, the overwhelming majority had no idea what music has been playing or if music was even playing at all. This wasn't persuasion, it was environmental architecture. Now you might think supermarkets, big volume, maybe it's a fluke, but the research kept coming. A study published in the Journal of Retailing and Consumer Services looked at 550 shoppers across multiple retail environments and found that stores playing music, any music, saw customers stay an average of 8 minutes longer and spent more compared to stores operating in silence. 8 minutes in retail, that's an eternity, and that extra dwell time converts directly into dollars. So what's actually happening here? A landmark study in the Journal of Retailing introduced a framework that explains it. Your store environment creates an emotional state in the first 5 minutes of a visit. And that emotional state, specifically the pleasure dimension, directly predicts how much unplanned spending happens. This was confirmed with actual purchase data, not just surveys. Shoppers who felt more pleasant in the first 5 minutes bought things they didn't plan to buy. Environment creates emotion. Emotion creates spending. Music is the single cheapest lever you have to shift that emotional state effectively. But here's where it gets interesting. Research out of Marketing Letters tested what happens when you combine tempo with musical mode, major key versus minor key. Slow tempo and a minor key produced roughly a 12% lift in spending, but here's the kicker. If you switch it to a major key, and that tempo effect disappears entirely. The emotional character of the music matters as much as the speed. You can't just throw on a chill playlist and expect results. The specific combination of musical properties is what moves the needle. And a study in perceptual and motor skills found that in a restaurant setting, simply playing softer music increased the average check by about $3.05, roughly 15% more per table. Genre didn't even matter. Volume alone was enough to shift the spending behavior. This is exactly why we built Entuned. Most retailers are still picking playlists the way they pick paint colors based on personal taste. But the research is clear. Specific musical properties drive spending outcomes. Our platform uses the body of research to generate music that's engineered for your store's context. Tempo, mode, energy, all of it is calibrated to what the data says actually works. And because it's generative, you're never stuck in a playlist that gets stale. There are 28 studies in the research space, and I'm breaking down every single one of them on this channel. Subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. And if you want to actually hear what research-backed retail music sounds like, Entuned has a free tier, free forever, no credit card required. So head on over to entuned.co. The link is in the description.